All right, welcome back here on Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. We have a special guest. Honestly, I've been excited about this guest for a while now because we're talking about a big event happening in Charlotte, all throughout the city. We're talking about the Novant Health Charlotte Marathon. It is a big deal, and it's not just a big deal for runners, but you think about the money that's being raised for the Novant Health Hemby Children's Hospital. Over the years, $500,000 going towards that remarkable cause to help the kids here in the Carolinas. And here in studio, we have DC, but DC's not being interviewed. But we have race director Tim Rhodes.
He'll do his best to get in here somehow.
How do you get this guy in check? This guy is something else.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping in.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. What is I guess my first question is, what is it like? We're a few days away from race day. What I know you're busy. I don't have to say that, but what is the planning like so far right now?
Well, it's kind of like a wedding day, I guess. I mean, it's such a buildup of planning and getting things in order and double checking and triple checking your deliveries and your supplies and everything else, and then it just goes by so fast. I mean, we're up at 4 o'clock out, call time's 4 o'clock and 3 o'clock for some people, and we're probably not done till 5 in the afternoon. But that 12-hour it flies by, and it's exhilarating, and it's fun. And then you get home and you're like, I'm exhausted. What do I do? Like, I don't have anything to do now. So you kind of feel a little empty-handed. But there's kind of the normal nerves and everything. You just think about, like, you want everything to go well at the expo. You want everybody to get checked in without waiting in line. You want everybody to get the right t-shirt size. You want to make sure everybody has a good time running. You don't run out of fluids on the course. You don't run out of anything at the finish line: hats, medals, whatever people are looking for at the finish line, food, beverage.
No wonder why you're exhausted. I'm thinking about it right now. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then there's, the Novant Health side of things, the event medicine. They're out there with probably a staff of 30 to 35 people for anything from a skinned knee to potential something worse, where you might have to transport. But there's all sorts of things that you don't think about, that runners don't think about, that happen behind the scenes for sure.
Oh man, how long have you been involved with Charlotte Marathon?
So we started it in 2005. So this is our 21st year. The asterisk being the gap year in 2020. Something called COVID. That was a virtual event, but 21 years.
Oh man, what's your favorite part about from start to finish? And I'm not talking about race day, but from planning the year's event to the very end. What's your favorite part about it?
The first thing is just seeing people finish, and it's that culmination of their training and preparation for race day, because they've put as much work into it as we have, in a different way. So it's seeing people cross the finish line, and whether they qualify for a Boston, set a PR, or just finish for the first time, it's an achievement to be celebrated for them. Probably the close second is just the people I work with. It's truly a team effort, and I really, I'm blessed to be able to work with people like DC and our director Elena Williams, Lindsay McGee, who heads up our social media stuff, and the ambassadors, Betsy Zarzar, who heads up our Team Hemby initiative. We just topped $100,000 this year, by the way, for Hemby Children's Hospital, and there's more coming on the backside of that. So we might hit $150,000 this year. Who knows?
That is so awesome.
But that's a testament to the running community too, right? They're the ones that are doing that.
Man, I kind of got roped into the running community. It started from I've been running about a year and a half now, and it started was like, I could do a 5K. The former athlete, I'm like, I could do 3 miles, and it humbled me really quickly.
Yeah,
and I just kind of kept it going, and now I'm at the point I'm like, I'm about to run my first marathon. Like this is, and I'm saying first, like I'm like, I'm going to do this again at some point.
Yeah.
I say all this to say some of the stories, because you hear so many stories, personal stories of why people run. Yeah. What are some of the stories that stick out for you?
I mean, there's all sorts of stories. People running in honor of other people, in memory of people, people that have passed away. DC wrote a fantastic article on what was the name of the club? Tracy's Tribe. Just an awesome story. Sad story, but a happy story too in many ways. And but there are so many people that have a reason to run. So many different ways that people are motivated to run, whether it's in honor and memory of somebody, just to check something off the list, to get in shape, to lose some weight. There's just so many different stories out there, and we put a call out for people to send us their story. You'd be surprised at how many people respond to something like that.
Oh man, yeah. I think for me, I started running because I'm like, it's a challenge. I could do 3 miles, and then you have a lot of time to think. Some of those long runs, you're like, why am I doing this? Why am I getting up so early, or why am I doing this after work? And I really thought, I'm like, man, I'm running for my father, who passed away from a heart attack, my grandfather, who had heart failure, my uncle, who also had heart issues as well. So I'm running for them because I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain. I
would bet somewhere in there you're running for you too.
Yeah, I'm running for myself.
To have a healthy heart.
Yeah.
That's part of the physical fitness and the benefits of running too. But, we all have different motivations, and I think it's fantastic.
Oh man, what keeps you doing this every year? Because I know, look, I know it's a fun time, and I know they're great people, but that's a lot of work.
It's the babes. I mean.
That's a good point.
Kidding.
That's a good point.
I've been married 37 years. I better not let my wife hear that. No, it's the people. Yeah. Like I just think it's the people that the running community of Charlotte since COVID has responded so well to this, and it's not just the Novant Health Charlotte Marathon. It's the other events around the town that have taken hold, and now it's kind of one of those FOMO things. Like people they sign up because they want to be a part of it because everybody else is, and there are so many running clubs in Charlotte. I think 80 something different running clubs. You can find one in your neighborhood almost any night of the week. 150 some people moving to Charlotte every day. I mean, it just, it's snowballing. It's exciting to see that. It's exciting to see all the growth. But I tell you, the thing that keeps you going is the people. And we in a way represent the Charlotte running community in this small slice of the calendar throughout the year. So, motivation to do a good job for that.
It's a small slice of the calendar, but it's a big. I mean, Charlotte running community is huge. Can you talk about the camaraderie? It's like family.
It is. I mean, I think it's changed over the last 5 years or so. I used to think it was kind of more tribal than it should be. I mean, you run for this club, but not that one. You shop at this store, but not that one. And, you kind of protect your territory. And I think now it's become much more interchangeable. People are like, I go to that one that way, and I get in that store, and I shop over here when I'm. And I think that's good for the running community because it's kind of become this big one running community, and you can find the same people in different locations. So I think that's pretty cool.
I feel like running never goes out of style, right? Like it's something that is.
No.
But I say that because I don't know how active you are on social media, but and maybe it's just my algorithm, but I feel like there's just a lot of folks that are just like now, like new runners. Like I guess I consider myself a new runner because I've been doing it for a year and a half. When you see the sort of where we are right now in the running space, what are your thoughts when it comes to that?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There are a lot of new, younger runners coming in, and it seemed like almost for a while that wasn't the case. You know, you kind of saw the same people aging out of these running events, and therefore, you know, the participation was tailing off a little bit.
Yeah.
But now it just seems like there's this new running boom that's taken hold, and you know, it's that 25 to 30-year-old to 35-year-old who's out there participating now. I mean, places like the greenways. I mean, Mecklenburg County Park and Rec does a phenomenal job with the greenways and providing us great places to run. The rail trail. I mean, go out on the rail trail, South End. You will see a ton of people out running. I mean, it's just a thing to do.
Why is that? Why do folks? I feel like I'm in that age range. But why are folks? Why are we having like a running boom right now? Have you been able to put your finger on that?
No, I don't know specifically why. I think, you know, running's always been a sport that is fairly easy to get into.
Yeah.
You know, there aren't a lot of barriers. You don't have to buy a set of clubs. You don't have to pay green fees, things like that. I'm not picking on golf or, you know,
right.
tennis, but you know, you get a good pair of running shoes and a couple running outfits or whatever, and you can go out and do it. And you can find so much information online now about how do I train for a 5K, how do I start running. Like, there's so much information out there, and there's, like I said, there's 80 some clubs. So if you go to a club and say, I've never run before, somebody there is going to take you under their wing and help you get through that first run.
Yeah, shout out Black Men Run. I run with them. I usually do the Friday morning runs over there off of Mallard Creek by the Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
They took me under their wing, and they really kind of, because I was trying to PR every training session.
Yeah, you get those, like, I went out and and by the time I was done, I was dead.
I'm like, how do they do that? But they gave me a lot of good tips.
Yeah, Black Men Run, by the way, their national convention is next year in Charlotte. The Charlotte Marathon is the host for that next year. So we're excited to host the national Black Men Run chapters to Charlotte next year.
I'm excited.
CJ and Lamar have been very active and involved in planning that.
CJ is a beast.
He is. He's one of my favorites.
As a first-time runner or first-time participant of the half marathon, what should I expect? I've heard so many different stories about the course, about even down to parking, where to park, how to, you know, the expo. What do you tell folks? I'm sure you get the same questions, right?
Yeah. So a couple questions there. The course is Charlotte. I mean, if you live in Wilmington, it's really hilly, and if you live in Asheville, it's pretty flat. So I mean, people coming from out of town, it's it's relative. But if you train and run in Charlotte, I mean, you shouldn't have any surprises. But it's the best of Charlotte. It starts uptown, goes through Eastover, Myers Park, Dilworth, South End, back uptown, and then out to Novant Plaza Midwood, where they have the best neighborhood parties that you could imagine. But yeah, so I think the course is great. In terms of how to manage Friday Expo, Saturday race, leave early. Whatever you're doing, like go to the expo early, and you know, you might wait in line for a little bit. I mean, we're at capacity this year, so we have the S word sellout. We have sold out. Half the full and the 5K are all at capacity.
That's awesome.
So we don't have any more registrations. So we have built this thing and to manage 11,500 people, and but there might be some lines. So don't think it's like a quick in and a quick out. I encourage people to take light rail as much as possible. If you can get to a light rail station and come in and get right off at the convention center right there, it'll save you parking hassle. If you can park on surface lots, it beats waiting in line on in a parking garage, or if you can get a metered spot if you're lucky enough. But there's going to be a lot of traffic uptown getting to the expo, so definitely plan ahead for that. And then race day morning, we say race starts at 7:20 if you're in the half or the full, 7:35 if you're in the 5K. You want to be uptown parking at 6 o'clock. So, because look, we're going to wait in the line at the Porta-John, aren't we?
Yeah.
And
You're
we're
right.
going to check our bag, and we're going to have to walk, and we're going to, and then we're going to have to get in line. It's just like, save yourself the stress of, am I going to get there on time, or am I going to be that guy that starts 5 minutes late?
Yeah.
Because I've been there and I've done that. But
I'm motivated to get there at 5:30.
yeah, well, we tell everybody get there at 6 and watch everybody get there at 6, and it'll be
it's gonna be
a mess. But just plan ahead. This is and I say this with as much humility as possible, but this is not a small town marathon anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 11,500 people coming uptown, plus friends and family and fans and everybody else that wants to see what's going on. It's kind of a big deal now, which is good.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for Charlotte. Our economic impact numbers keep going up, and this year we have all 50 states, D.C., Puerto Rico, and 19 countries.
Wow.
19 countries. So Canada, Mexico are the easy ones. There's a couple of Caribbean, some from Central America, I think Guatemala and Honduras. There's someone coming in from Brazil and Colombia, a couple people, and then there's a couple European countries that are represented.
Wow.
So people are finding out about Charlotte. Word's getting out.
And it's not a small town race anymore.
It is not. No.
Oh man, Tim, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the expo. I'm looking forward to the actual race on Saturday morning.
And this is your first half marathon.
First half marathon.
Right. I think you're going to do well. Here's my best advice to you.
Okay.
Go out the first 3 miles and don't run hard.
Okay.
Run slower than you think you ought to be running.
Okay.
Because you're actually running faster than you think you are.
Oh, because of the adrenaline?
Because of the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, and just be patient. Like, it's going to be crowded.
Yeah.
So like you're going to want to dodge in and out to kind of pass people who are running too. We got in your corral with people who are running similar paces. So just make sure you just keep it slow the first. Like if you have something left, you can make it up on the last 10 miles. You'll be good.
Okay.
And we do have pace teams to help you out too. So there are a lot of pace teams. So if you're wanting to run let's say a 2-hour half marathon, tuck in with the 2-hour half, 4-hour marathon pace group. There'll be several of those, because that's kind of the tip of the bell curve.
I told myself I was not going to give myself like a goal as far as time, but in the back of my mind, I have a time.
You did.
I have a time.
You did.
It happens.
We all do. That's okay.
Tim, thank you for stopping in.
Yeah.
Don't be a stranger. Welcome. You're always welcome to the neighborhood here on Live
Appreciate it
Impact
so
News.
much.
So many people are out there, and again, as Tim mentioned, this is not a small town race event. This is a big deal for Charlotte. A lot of folks out there. Tim, thank you for your time again.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.